Alright guys, good evening. I am going to try to show you guys the process I go through for putting these LED lights. This is a blue LED for a Ryan Blaney Bristol All-Star car. And I'm going to try something a little bit different today. And I've done it once, I'm going to try it on this one now. But this is the LED from Evan Designs, and it comes, you can order them with these little switch, battery holder here with the little push button switch to operate this thing. So first thing I'm going to do though is I'm going to create kind of a trough so I can lay this down there in there and get it to attach, as opposed to just kind of taping it or gluing it right on top of there. So come up with this idea, and so far so good. And what we're going to do, actually I can't pull it over here, so I'm going to move the camera and the car over here. So my old trusty soldering iron that I have had since I bought it at Radio Shack, if you can believe that, right? Long time ago. Anyways, it's pretty hot. So what I kind of do, you can see I've dropped this thing before, but I kind of work across here and create that trough. Where I can lay my wires, right? So this has been sitting here for a little while, so this is pretty hot. But that way I can run the wire through here and get it a little bit closer to, I think, where it needs to be. And that soldering iron just, once it's heated up, right, it goes right through that plastic very nicely. So now I got my little trough, and just let that hang there. Come back over here. And we'll kind of clean it up a little bit. My plan is, so once I get this in place here, I'll put a little glue. Okay. All right. So what I do, I've learned there is somewhat of a preferred way to put these down. It's best if it goes down kind of flat like that, and then I could kind of bend it into place. There seems to be a side that has like a little green to it, and then this side, and I think it's best to have this side showing up. And then the other thing I do is I take a little bit of my foil tape. Whoops, sorry about that. And I cut a piece to make kind of a reflective bottom. I think this helps a little bit. To make kind of like a little piece like this. And I put it across like so. Oh, you know what? I just realized I want to drill this out, and I want to paint the insides and drill this out. So I can't really do this right now. Huh. Okay. I will do that later. I will do that later. All right. So let's move on to the box. So here's my box, and what I do is I usually have it like this, right? And then I'll put the push button switch on this side. So let me mark it where my center is. It's kind of like right there. Okay. Yeah. So I want to take these off, and I have an interesting way of doing that. You may have seen me do this before. This is how I do this here, like so. I kind of do it over here because this plastic burning kind of leaves like a little residue that gets on stuff. So, oh, that smells so awesome. Okay. This one has a little screw in it. No matter. No matter. So here it's nice and easy. I just kind of grab this screw, pull that through. Clean that up later. So most of this, you know, obviously the car's gonna go here, so all this will be covered up. But I still like to try to get it as flat. You know, try to get it as flat as possible. So we'll now drill it out. And we'll drill out the side here. Right there. so let's start here. Definitely trying to be careful. I do not want to destroy this. I mean, this is just a little plastic base plate. I do not want to destroy this, so I want to be super careful. Don't want to punch through and break it, right? At least that's the plan. Not the perfect hole, but it's close enough. Okay. Alright, now let's drill these out. Alright, so now I just kind of take this, kind of get this lip off of here. There's just like a little raised surface there. I don't know if it's 100% necessary, but again, I try to get it as flat as possible without, without like destroying it. So that's pretty good. I let the fire burn a little too long there, you see that? Just a little. This one was good. This one you can see it kind of melted around the sides, but again, you're gonna, the car's gonna cover this, so it's not really gonna be seen at all. Definitely got to be careful with this because, again, this X-Acto knife is sharp, and I'm trying to cut away from me, right? I'm trying to cut that way, but definitely had a few close calls in my time. But so far, so good with this. See how that slides, right? All right. A little bit more, maybe right here. So that's pretty good. You can see it's, it's pretty flat. That's acceptable right there for me. Okay, so got that done. Now, my deal here on this side is let's try to line this up here. So this goes in like so, but it's too big, right? It's too big right now. It won't push through. So have this handy dandy little file. It's rounded and long hair there, and I just kind of work my way in here, right? And what's nice is it's nice and round, so it gives me that nice round circle. And I kind of just work it until I can push this through without too much trouble. Yeah, I don't want it to be a super snug fit, but okay, so a little bit more. Actually, maybe a lot more, I'm sorry. So there's the push button, and then there's the see that, so you could get the push button, and I need it actually to go around that wider area so that it can be flush with the push button sticking above it. See that? So I got a lot more to do. Haven't done these in a little while, so and again, I got to be careful. I don't want to just jam it through, right? There we go. I kind of press in different areas, like I'm lifting up a little bit, and to the left, to the bottom, to the right. So I'm not just trying to get a nice round circle here, and I can see right now I'm a little high. See that? So I need to go down. I need to push down here. I don't need to take any more off the top. Okay. That's not a very good circle. Alright, let's see where we're at. I think that's probably plenty big. Yeah, just a little bit on the sides, a little bit on the sides to widen the sides a little bit, and then I'll be good. Okay. Clean that off. Okay, let's see what this looks like. Bingo. See how it sticks through there. Okay, so let's see how this works, right? I'm gonna wire this up real quick. Just one of these, just to show you guys what this looks like. I got one here with a battery in it, and we'll kind of tie these reds together. See what this looks like here. Tie this together. That. So what I'll do is, I'll run this up underneath here, right? Put this in place, and that'll be up underneath the car. Like so. Yeah. Give it that cool underglow effect. That'll be sweet. You can see how bright that blue is. I mean, that blue is just so bright. Flecks off of the surface here. This surface as well as when I'll put some tape underneath there, and it'll be awesome. Just awesome. So let's see if I get that a little bit better in place right there. Get that. That'll be sweet. Sweet. Just a big kid. I'm just a big kid. My wife said that to me the other day. She's like, "You're just a big kid." Yep. Yes, I am. Proud of it. Believe me, I don't want to grow old and crabby, fussy. Okay. Oh, I see what happened when I lost my connection here. I was wondering why it went out. Okay, so next step is I'm going to get some JB Weld. And I'm going to put this in here. And then I'm going to put some JB Weld around it to hold it in place. And yeah, so I just kind of set it in there. Get that kind of creased and in place like that. So let's get some JB Weld, mix that up. I've got a car to do as well, so that should be pretty good with that Taco Bell car. Much. Don't need much. Don't want to get white on that. So I'll have to clean that up. Come on. Okay. That's good enough. So, let's see. This lid back on here. Excuse me. So I started another channel, YouTube channel. I'm doing some shorts on it, and it's with my other account, Douglas Mount. So I'm starting to do some weird things, usually when I'm over in the woods at a park nearby. And so yeah, maybe I'll put a link to it. You guys can check it out. If you like shorts and maybe a laugh or a spiritual 30 seconds or whatever. That's kind of what I'm looking at over there. Do some crazy stuff and spiritual, not usually anything related to customs, but yeah, so maybe I'll put a link in the description or something if I remember. Okay. So here I can be kind of, generous. I don't want it to be, too high, obviously, to where it extends over the bottom. I can cover up these little terminals. It's not going to hurt anything. But the idea is it doesn't have to be, overly neat either, because again, it's on the bottom, right? But I just don't want this little push button to go anywhere. But yeah, that's kind of how I'm doing it. Get a couple of these Blaneys done, one for Robert and one for William. And probably going to be able to ship them out after Christmas, guys. All goes well. So, and that'll hold that switch in place. It ain't going anywhere. And now let me do this other car while I'm at it. This is the little Taco Bell car. Oh, you know what? I could probably put some JB Weld on that other. Yeah, let me do that in the last minute of this video here. So this is what the other car looks like. I put the foil down, put the kind of did my trough there, and I put some glue there as a kind of a temporary thing. But now that I've got the JB Weld, I can just put the JB Weld on it. Definitely don't want to get the JB Weld on the little LED. Just want to cover up these wires. And once that happens, it'll keep that in place. So, alright guys, I will talk to you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Have a blessed night.